Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Hallows Eve. It is the weekly update of the week of October 24th, and congratulations, you've made it to patch day. Patch 7.32 is going live today. We'll talk about that a little bit towards the end. Additionally, let's start right from the top. Artifact knowledge jumping up to 49 today. That means you're going to see nearly 100 million artifact power on the basic gear. Additionally, Champions Trophy that you get for knocking off a Mythic plus 10, that's going to give you 4... What is that? Let me just do the math right quick. That's going to give you 4 billion. That's a lot of artifact power. Take some time, knock that off. A bunch of people are taking advantage of that. Additionally, the mythic affixes for the week are raging, so that's when non-boss enemies are trash. You get them down to 30% health, they rage, and you start taking 100% more increased damage from them, so they need to get knocked down quick. Additionally, the second affix is necrotic, so all enemy melee attacks apply a stacking blight that inflicts damage over time and reduces healing received. And then finally, Tyrannical. And Tyrannical and Fortified are switching back and forth for the third affix here. Tyrannical, boss enemies have 40% more health and inflict 15% increased damage. So your bosses are tougher and your melee trash are going to be hard to battle one-on-one. Switching over to Argus, the Greater Invasion Point boss is Matron Faluna. She drops some 930 gear, including Frost and Life Relics, so if you're looking to upgrade your main or some alts, definitely drop over there. The world boss, for anyone who's interested, is Levantus. That is essentially the giant sea fish boss that's just actually located. I'll find it right on the map, right here in Asuna, right there. Drop in, knock that one off. And then we'll actually jump to the weekend event. That's actually the Arena Skirmish event. So while that's up, you're going to get honor gains boosted by 50%. If you're on the Alliance, that's an additional 50% for the most part. You can really crush some honor and prestige gains really quick while these kind of events are occurring. Definitely make some time to pick them up. And all you gotta do is really pull off 10 Arena Skirmish wins. So real easy. And then finally, in terms of archaeology, there's a fun item that's up, and that is the Imp Generator. So it's a trinket, but you've got your damage and healing spells. Got a chance to open up a portal to Mardum, and sends a bunch of imps out that go tackling essentially any of your opponents. So that's going to be a ton of fun. So now back to the meat of what we want to talk about. Patch day 7.3 updated. Legendaries, they're jumping up to eye level 1000. There's going to be an opportunity to collect 50 Awakening Essence. That's going to be very similar to the other legendaries that we've seen being able to upgrade. We essentially had Titan Essences in the past. Now we're talking about Awoken Titan Essences. So you're going to see that rolling. Pick up essentially a few different components that are there. You're going to see 2 new legendaries that are obtainable, and one is tied to the raid quest, the Insignia of the Grand Army. You have to defeat the quest, the Death of a Titan. Basically, that's going to give you a boost to the tier 2 effects of your Netherlight Crucible by 50%. That can really stack to be a lot of damage. And then additionally, there's Amenthul's Vision, and that drops from Argus the Unmaker as well. And it serves kind of as a wildcard proc to help activate the empowered Pantheon trinket effects. And we'll be talking about the Pantheon trinkets just in a moment. So there's Amenthul's Vision, which is actually just like a significantly buffed up version of the unstable Arcano Crystal. It's pretty amazing in terms of all the primary stat procs that come with it. There's Khazgroth's Courage, that is essentially a strength buff that's going to give you at least 3000 strength, and your damaging attacks will have a chance to make your weapon glow hot with fire, causing your auto attacks to do a pretty incredible amount of fire damage. Aranar's Compassion, that basically gives you a 3000 healing stat buff, and you're going to jump right up in terms of healing capacity. You'll grow an Emerald Blossom, which heals a random injured ally for, they're saying 120,000, but it's going to be more than that. Additionally, for melee casters, there's a mastery buff of over, we're going to say 1400. Your damaging spells have a chance to increase your intellect by 11,000 for 12 seconds. You start combining that with a couple different procs that you can get, and you can get a pretty empowered caster. We're going to see the rise of the casters in endgame again, which is pretty standard for what we're used to. Additionally, there is Golganes Vitality that adds 3,000 agility or strength, and your damaging abilities have a chance to create a ravaging storm at your target's location, inflicting a bunch of nature damage. And when it's empowered by the Pantheon, your auto attacks have a chance to jack up a whole bunch of damage there as well. And then finally, the tank trinket that you're going to see from the Pantheon is a boost to either agility or strength. When you're taking damage, you have a chance to increase your versatility by 4,300 for 14 seconds. And when that's empowered by the Pantheon, your max health is increased by just an absolute boatload. You're going to get a 1.6 million health boost there for 15 seconds. Additionally, you're going to see a Primal Sargerite vendor, so that's going to be over in Sargeras. But hey, if you've been collecting a boatload of Primal Sargerite, similar to me in patch 7.3, here's a great opportunity to drop them off and start to do a bit of a swap like we did with essentially our bloods much earlier in 7.1 and onward. Cool. So before we let you guys take off, let's see what is sitting around. Ooh. The game's all mad at me. I'm not wearing my weapon. Let's go see what's in that weekly cache. Alright folks, let's cross our fingers. Alright, we've got some 940 hands, and I'm wearing 945 hands. That's probably not where I wanted that to go. You're getting the boost there, 6.5 billion. That's pretty significant. But shoot, we're just missing out. Well, I got a plus 14 mod to knock off. That'll be great. But I'm going to have to burn these Titan Forged hands, unfortunately. They're not gonna knock off the top one. Alright folks, that's about it. It's Hallow's Eve again. Knock off those achieves, have some fun, find a couple of vendors that can make it look a little bit silly, and most of all, take it easy. Hit me up for a subscribe, drop a like, hit me up with a comment, things I can do better. I appreciate it all. Happy patch day. See ya.